Trichiasis means it's a medical term for abnormally positioned eyelashes that roll back towards the eye, touching the cornea. Used in a sentence, trichiasis can be caused by infection, inflammation, autoimmune conditions, and trauma such as burns or eyelid injury. Blepharophy is a suture of the eyelid. Used in a sentence, blepharophy has been linked to the depression of eyelids when they stay closed for more than 8 days. Onychoicryptosis, also known as an ingrown nail. Used in a sentence, some signs and symptoms of onychoicryptosis are redness, swelling, and yellow drainage. Schistoglossia, a congenital fissure or cleft of the tongue. Used in a sentence, schistoglossia, also known as bird tongue, can impair a person's speech. Tyalluria, an excessive flow of saliva. A person who's poisoned can have tyalluria, which is a symptom of the central nervous system. Erythrocytosis, which is an increase in the number of circulating red blood cells, especially resulting from a known stimulus. Used in a sentence, erythrocytosis can occur when there's an increase in EPO levels. Dystocia, a slow or difficult labor or delivery. Used in a sentence, women will experience dystocia due to the cervix not expanding or the head does not descend through the woman's pelvis. Inframammary means situated or occurring below the mammary gland. Used in a sentence, inframammary fold is the feature of the human anatomy which is a natural boundary of a breast from below, the place where the breast and the chest meet. Xanthemia, which means it's excess keratin in the bloodstream and can cause the skin to turn yellow. Used in a sentence, if a person decides to get a juicer and drinks carrots religiously, they can have xanthemia. Chondrodysplasia, which is an inherited disease characterized by abnormal growth at the ends of the bones, particularly the long bones of the arms and legs. Bones of the hands and feet may also be affected. Used in a sentence, rhizomelic chondrodysplasia is a rare development brain disorder characterized by a systemic shortening of the proximal bones, seizures, recurrent respiratory tract infections, and congenital cataracts. Jejunulolitis, which is an inflammation of the jejunum and the ileum. Used in a sentence, there are several different categories of Crohn's disease, and one of them is jejunulolitis. Keratoscleritis means the inflammation of the cornea and the sclera of the eye. Used in a sentence, patients with keratoscleritis were treated medically only with intensive fortified frequent antibiotic eye drops. Gluconeogenesis is the process of synthesizing glucose in the body from non-carbohydrated sources. Used in a sentence, gluconeogenesis is a metabolic pathway that results in the generation of glucose from non-carbohydrate carbon substrates such as pyruvate, lactate, glycerol, and glucogenic amino acids. Heterogeneous means diverse in character or content. Used in a sentence, H2O is heterogeneous because it can transform into a liquid, solid, and gas. Ankyloglossia is a condition which constricts the tongue movement. Ankyloglossia, also known as tongue-tied, can affect how you eat, how you speak, and affect your oral care. Omphaloceal, which is the protrusion at birth where the part of the intestine goes through the abdominal wall at the umbilicus. Used in a sentence, omphaloceal repair is a surgery to repair a birth defect of the wall of the abdomen. Pneumomycosis, a term applied to the disease of the lung caused by any one of a number of various fungi. Used in a sentence, histoplasmosis is an example of pneumomycosis. Otorhinolaryngologist, a person who studies ear, nose, and throat conditions. Used in a sentence, adult patients often seek treatment from an otorhinolaryngologist for sinus infections, age-related hearing loss, and cancers of these regions. Chylostomoplasty, which is a surgical restoration of the mouth and lips. Used in a sentence, when I was a child, I got hit by a baseball bat in the mouth, and therefore needed a chylostomoplasty. Anticholinergic, which is a blocking passage of the impulses through the parasympathetic nerves, also an agent that so acts. And a lot of common cold suppressants that we can buy in any type of store, there's numerous ingredients in them that are called anticholinergic.